Todd McShay, it used to be ESPN's draft analyst, now a draft analyst with The Ringer, has a show talking about what he has seen from Shedeur Sanders on tape.
Everything is chaos. Love how he stays calm under pressure, but needs an offensive coordinator in the NFL that's going to work to speed up his clock and force him to play within the construct. Because he is truly the best pure passer in this class in terms of his – it's an interesting dichotomy. And I've got pages of notes on him because, going through all the different games. The interesting dichotomy in Shedeur is and there's two parts. He scrambles so much. He extends plays. He's creative, right? But he's not an elite athlete, okay?
No.
So I worry about that at the next level. Is he going to be able to extend plays at the same rate or with the same effectiveness that he does? And the second part that's hard to explain, I'm going to try to do it here. His instincts as a passer are brilliant. There was one play, play 60, for whatever, anyone out there is a lunatic. The rush is bearing down. This is against Utah. Rush is bearing down on him, but he senses a receiver cracking open down the seam in the middle of the field. Okay. And the pressure is like right in his face and like almost no look, just flings it, snaps it off. Doesn't have a great arm, has an adequate NFL arm, but he snaps it off and he gets it down there.
Tim, the more I listen to, I'm kind of liking Shedeur Sanders. Give me an instinctual guy because he's going to be able to process what NFL defenses are doing. That's what, when you talk about somebody that is instinctual, that's what it means to me. He's going to be able to process what NFL defenses are doing more so than a guy that is not instinctual.
That definitely, I think that plays a big factor in quarterback evaluation. That's a big reason why I've had Shedeur ahead of Cam Ward throughout this entire process, and he's probably going to stay there. Because, yeah, the physical tools, they're not elite, but how many times have we seen guys with elite physical tools just not perform in the NFL? You think back to guys like Paxton Lynch. We all talked about just the amazing army he had, and he was not very good. Anthony Richardson, I know it's still early on him, but he's got a lot of work to do. Those are the first two guys I think of when I think of those uber athletic quarterbacks that just didn't pan out for whatever reason, whether it was just elite athleticism or high-end arm, which Lynch had. And I think with Shedeur, we kind of, maybe he gets hurt a little bit because he's not a flashy athlete, but like you said, what he has is between the ears, and it's very impressive. It's high-end intelligence and high-end instincts, and I think part of it comes from the fact that Deion Sanders is his dad. I talk so much about how much NFL bloodlines matter to me. And if you have it, obviously, if your dad was Deion Sanders, you have a pretty good understanding of how football works. You grew up in that lifestyle where your dad was playing for a long time. So it makes a lot of sense that Shedeur is a very smart quarterback. You can see that in the way he plays, and he thinks well. So many times we think about the physical tools of the quarterback. We underestimate and I think undervalue the mental side of the game. And for me, that's where Shedeur just has a notch above everybody else in this draft, is he just thinks it at a different level.